Hello guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, welcome back to my channel. There was a moment in my trading journey that the entire market stopped making sense. The higher time frame felt random. I look at the price and everything looked chaotic. No matter how much I studied, something was always missing. But one concept, just one, changed everything. And today I'm going to show you how this one concept changed everything for me on the daily time frame. And once you understand this higher time frame structure, everything is going to finally click. My name is Keon, and after nearly a decade of trading, this concept transformed the way I see the market, transformed the way I read the market. And I don't want to take your time, so let's just go straight to the business, right? I already began laying a foundation to this topic already. And one of the persons who watched my video asked me privately and said, Keon, everything you've done so far, I think it can only be used on smaller time frame. And is there anything for those who trade swings? Is there anything for people who do not have time and who just want to take few positions in a week, in a month, and all of those, and then so. And I told the person that yeah, there is, and this is what inspired me to make this video today, to show you this one concept that was the turning point of my entire trading career. All right, so now swing range theory like I laid a foundation, is the framework upon which the entire market moves. And so now on the daily, your job is just simple. All right, your job is just simple. We are not going to try to predict the future. We are identifying structure, range, and directional intent. Most traders try to trade the daily like a scalper, but the daily, if you have noticed, is not entry based. The daily is narrative based. It tells the story of liquidity. It tells the story of displacement. It tells the story of institutional intent and all sort of. So here is the key, right? The daily gives us the macro bias. So that is the uptrend, the downtrend, the range, and once this bias is locked in, then we can scale to the smaller time frame like the H4. The H4 becomes our microscope. So we are not going to be doing guesswork. So now let's use this chart to this is gold daily time frame, and let me see what date is this. Okay, this is February 2022, All right. So now, if I should ask you about the structure of this asset right now, like, what are you gonna say? I'm sure some persons will say it's bearish because this is the last place that the market took, and right. So but let's see. I believe if you watched my first video, you should understand how powerful you should have seen to some extent how powerful this swing range theory is, right? So now, the purpose of this video is to show you through thing, right? How we can apply the same thing to the daily time frame. I just want to show you guys what is possible. All right. So, and this will be to create hunger in you, and a whole lot is coming in the next few days. I begun the series already. Episode 1, I think episode 1 to 3 already dropped on swing range theory. So if you have not watched the part A, B, and C yet, please go back to the first 3 videos after watching this, so you will be able to understand what we are doing here. All right. So now it is simple. So the framework of swing range theory is that we first determine the true structure of the market. So now with this theory, we are seeing price through the lens of price moving in range rather than just in key levels, right? So now we can all agree that this high was broken, right? So no matter what, I think we are bullish. So let's see, right? Let's see. Now, let me see if I can put it on. Okay. So now we have daily, right? Let me bring it back because we'll be needing it. So we have daily, and then we have H4. So on the daily, the first thing we are going to do is to determine our point of invalidation, our invalidation structures, right? So it's when you trade this framework, it's so important. So we are not going to try to predict the price. The framework is already built, so we are going to follow this framework to wherever the price is going to align with whatever the price intends to do, right? So now the last high we broke, okay, was this, right? So we can okay, put our point of invalidation here. So after that, we would go to H4 time frame to look for our entry. And concerning this entry, I'm not going to talk much about it because it's part of the series. Even though I mentioned it briefly in the first 3 videos, they are not detailed. So it's part of the series, maybe in chapter 9 or in chapter 10, I don't know. So but I'm going to cover it in detail. So bear with me on that for now, right? So the true intent of the video, like I said, is to show you possibilities, is to create hunger, is to create expectations in you. So if you are a swing trader, this framework covers you as well. Even though the first 3 videos that I released was mostly, based on scalping and all of those, scalping and intraday. So, but I'm about to show you how this framework, how it can transform your trading if you are a swing trader as well. It did for me, and I believe if you apply everything as I'm teaching verbatim, success is not going to be an option but a certainty. So now it seems we have no entry right now on this time frame, so on H4. So let's wait for price to do something fresh. Now if we go to the 1 hour time frame, so this is where we have an entry. Like here we have an entry here on the 1 hour time frame. So I'm not sure price want to come down here before going up. So let's see what is going to happen. Okay, so we just went up like that. So on the daily, so we okay, so on the daily, we broke here, so we've created the new high. All right, so H4 again, let's see if we can find an entry. So on H4, yeah, there is no entry on H4. Let's see if we have on 1 hour. Now, since we are using the daily time frame to trade, we are supposed to be using the 4 hours for our entries. So coming down to 1 hour is like taking an unnecessary risk, but I'm just trying to look for something, so I'm just trying to look for something irrespective of being aware of the risks, right? So let's see. Okay, and price just kept going. Price just kept going, and yeah, price just kept going. Let's see. Okay, so now let's look at the daily time frame. Okay, so on the daily time frame now, we see that okay. Yeah, so on the daily time frame now, okay, so we just tapped into that 4 hours, into that 4 hours area of entry. Okay, so we just tapped into it, and I believe we should buy from there, right? So yeah, price just, so let's take it to the daily to play it faster. Okay, so and that is it, guys. So that is it. So our first buy was from here. Our first buy was from here. Our first buy was from here, for a 1:5, right? So these are first buy from here. So we tapped here, and for a 1:5, and then okay, so for a 1:5, and then I think that okay, so let's wait for price to normally we should be targeting here, right? So but 1:5, it's okay, it's a good enough risk to reward. So let's see what we have. Okay, so right now we just broke through here, so which means that which means that we are bearish, right? We just broke through here. So now let's see where we could potentially have an entry. So the first place, right? So the first place where we could have an entry is okay. So the first place is around here. So most likely we could tap into these and then sell off, right? And then the second place where we could potentially have an entry is here, right? Is here. So we can mark these, right? So now let's go to the daily and do something. So which is to always we should always remember to mark our range. Now, so this is what we have on the daily. These are the two places we have on the daily. Hopefully let's see if the price, let's see what the price is gonna do. All right, so so I believe those of you who watched the first video, you have an idea why I chose that place for entry already. And I'm going to cover it in details, so in the future chapters. All right, so and yeah, that was a nice sell. That was a nice sell, about 1:7. Now after that we have, after that, the next place we could have an entry. Let me check the daily, so we will adjust. Yeah, so we will adjust. Okay, so the next place we could have an entry, right? So we need to cancel this because I'm not sure price is gonna come there again. And even if it does, it won't be valid. So now okay, so this is our range. Okay, this is our range. This range was just broken, and this high created the range. So within this range we are going to look for our entry. So okay, so honestly the place where I think price could potentially come to give us entry is here, right? Is here. So I think we could have an entry here, and then we could as well have an entry here, right? So but in whatever the case, I think this is the closest place where we could have an entry. So yeah, so I've seen cases where okay, is we broke here, and then I've seen cases. So from my experience, price normally would come to this place, so and then sell off. Now since both of these zones are close to themselves, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to extend these two, okay, and then I would cover the upper zone, so that in case price goes deep, it don't take us out. And in case it decide not to go deep, we can just catch the entry from where it is. So yeah, so let's see what price is let's see what price is gonna do. All right, so it seems we are not tapped in. I see what price did there. I see what price did there, guys. I see what price did there. And we went down. So this is the problem, right? You know, the price tapped into our original entry, but because we wanted to we wanted to cover here. So our original entry price tapped into it, and okay. So we're correct on our original entry, and like that was some crazy sell. And remember, this old stuff, this is happening on the daily. So for this trade, would have held this trade from the 16th of March 2022 to the 19th, right? Oh, to the 19th of April. Like, this is a 1 month hold. And then for this, it tapped 5th of May, and then it hit a profit 16th of May. And then for this, it tapped 13th of June, and then it hit a profit 7th of July. So you can see that this is an average of 1 to 1 month hold, 1 week to 1 month hold, right? So now the next place where potentially we could have an entry is here. Let me check. So like literally we have exhausted everything here. So the next place okay, here is not really an entry, but I think it's one we could manage, right? So it's one we could manage. I think that is the only valid place, but I don't think price is just gonna tap into that right now, because price is just far away from that place. So yeah, so and price just kept going down. Now let's see if we so from here, right, from here we are supposed to have an entry from here. So yeah, from here, we are supposed to have an entry from this top. So we can in this case we can just mark here. Okay, so we can just mark here, and yeah, so this is our next entry. So let's see where that price is gonna honor it. Our usual risk to reward is 1:4, 1:5. So, and okay, so 1:4, 1:5. Oh, this about 1:4. Not bad. So the worst that could happen on this rate is break even. So but it's given us like 1:3.9 already. So which I think is amazing, right? Now let's check the daily to adjust our range, right? So on the daily our range, we have a new range on the daily. So our okay, so these are range. So from this range would be looking for sell, right? And it means this zone is still valid for a sell, but something is happening here now where we have like this little place. This is more like low probability because of the way it formed. So our zone is still here. So what we can do is that in such case, I will still maintain my sell bias, but depending on how price performs, we'll look for something to buy within here, right? So now, so let's go to, so let's mark these, let's mark these with a different, let's mark this with a different line, right? So this is a case where you have, you know, now, so in this case, we could maybe have price, you know, okay, this is the last, this is the last, so we could have price come down here, or maybe here, you know. So I think if I have to take between these two, I'm gonna pick here. So, but you stand missing an entry, you know. They are very close. Oh, he's sorry, here is not even in the debate. I see something now, you know, this candle, so this little bullish candle makes here valid for a buy. So, you know, so let's see the one. So this is the only sell zone we have here, and this is the only valid buy zone we have here. So let's see the one price is gonna pick first. So okay, so let's see the one price is gonna pick first. Okay, so you know, and in case we are looking for a buy, right? Sorry, in case we are looking for a buy, this was a buy opportunity that just presented itself. Like, you know, look at here. This is a buy opportunity, so we can, you know, actually buy from here, our sell here, and maybe it would be targeting our sell zone. So then, you remember I told you guys that any buy we are taking from here is just low probability, right? So, but the main play, right? Our main play is to, our main play is to sell. So we would be looking for a short position from here, right? So, my first video, if you watched it, you know, yeah, just maybe 1:5, 1:5 first, depending on, you know, what price we want to do. So, and price, you know, so price just went, let's see, price just went 1:3, and you know, it's coming back down. So coming back down, which want to make me believe that, you know, we are coming for this buy, right? We are coming for this buy. So let's see what will happen. So let's see what will happen. Now, I think I made another mistake here. I'm just seeing it now, right? But it's okay. You know, this actually, instead of targeting here for a sell, this is actually, you know, where the buy is happening. Where the sell is happening from. So we should cancel this, right? This should have been our sell, but it's okay. I didn't pay attention, so maybe that sell will happen into, you know, this low probability buy. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, it's peaked. All right. Oh, okay. So it just peaked for Yeah, a 1:3 again. Not bad, not bad. So at least we didn't lose. This was the sell that we missed here. Oh, this is crazy. We missed this sell here, but so far, we've taken some great trades. We've taken some great trades. So let's remove these things we didn't officially take it. All right. So now the next place where I think okay, so let's go on the daily since we've made a new low. So let's adjust our range, right? So we've made so on the daily we've made this low, and so because of this low, so our sell range is still here, and let's go on 4 hours to look for our sell entry. So now the possible place where we have to sell from here. So this is okay, and we are again, okay, let me see. Okay, so we have here yeah, so we have here, it's still within the range. So we have here, and then we have here. Okay, so then this looks like something, but I'm not convinced. So let's okay, so, and price just keeps dropping, no nothing new is created for entry. So oh, this is crazy. So price just came, tapped us in, and we're good, right? So we already did 1:5. 1:5. So let's see if we can come to that low. So but 1:5 is in the bag already, and so we are that low. So that low is yeah, so let's see, 1:7, so that is a good trade already. And now we could okay, I think nowhere to actually okay. Okay, guys, now I made a mistake just now, right? I made a mistake just now. There is supposed to be a buy going on, so which means that this sell that we took, even though it worked out, it was risky. So but we've taken it, so let's leave it. Now here here where we took profit, so it means officially, we are bullish, right? Officially, we are bullish. So where we took profit is supposed to be, a buy zone, right? So this is where we are supposed to buy from. It's supposed to be a buy zone. So this time around, this is not a risky buy. This is a very confirmed buy entry. So let's see, oh, it's coming back down. Okay. Oh my God. So you understand now, since we are in a buy, this sell zone is no longer active, right? It's no longer active. So we'll delete all this. So let's go on the daily now and see. Okay, so on the daily, we've broken a new, we've made a new high, and this is our swing range low. So within this range, we are gonna look for an entry. So now the only valid entry that is in here is here, right? So it's here. So we can just mark this. Now price is too far from the current from our buy zone. So now if we actually want to take a counter trend, okay, let me not go there. All right. So for a counter trend, like you could just have something from around this area. Okay, let's see. Not here. This is not so valid. Okay, so but for a counter trend, this is valid, and this is low probability. You guys understand? So, but officially we are not taking it. So we are not counting, among the positions. So we are taking on this back test. Okay, so yeah, and price just blew through it. That's why it's counter trend, So now okay, so now we have these whole places. So we have these whole places. Okay, so we have these places where okay, so we could see maybe price potentially come back here, then to give us an entry, so yeah, so price could potentially come back here to give us an entry. If we want to refine, we'll just take here, right? So but the chances of missing an entry is so high, but this is the main buy zone, right? So let's see the one price will do. Okay, so price just left, and because we played it faster, okay, because we played it so fast, like this is a buy entry we're supposed to take here, yeah, but let's leave it. Already we've missed out because but that buy entry, even as we missed, like we could, so we missed this officially, but this we could still retake here, so we could still retake here, and keep our sell maybe just below here, right? Then yeah, so that is the buy. So the next place price could potentially come to there is nowhere within here right now, so except if price will come back to this low. Okay, but let's go on so you can see how we've been backtesting the daily time frame. So this is March 2022 and this is June 2023. So this is over 1 year. of backtesting, right? So okay, so um hmm, okay, now we've created something here, here, we've created something here, so we can take here for our buy entry. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video so it won't get too long. Okay, so yeah, and now price didn't come here, so the next place we could potentially um you know buy from is here, right? So this is the whole zone, but we can just refine to here. So once again, price didn't honor it, so we have here. So price once again didn't honor it, so um yeah, okay, it peaked, you know peaked, so I want to sell there. Then you know that is 1:5. So I'm going to stop the video here. I hope you have been able to learn one or two things, right? So I hope this creates a hunger in you. So if this backtesting session made something click, for you, let me know in the comment. And if you if there is anything you are confused about, you want to ask, just let me know. All right. So yeah, so enjoy yourself, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Ciao.